Hey, what's going on, everybody? J17 here, and welcome to this video of a really simple yet mind-blowing mentalism effect you can do anytime with a borrowed deck of cards, and you still will get it. All but you will need a deck of cards. Again, they can be borrowed. You will need to bring your billets, your blank billets or blank business cards. In order to write a prediction down, and you will also need a Sharpie. And that's it. So make sure you have the Sharpie and billets with you, and then you can do this effect with any deck of cards. So it starts out, spectator can easily shuffle as much as they want to their heart's content. They can give the cards a cut, and then you have them freely choose whatever card that they want. So let's say they go with this card right here, Nine of Spades. I'm just gonna do the tutorial. I'm not gonna do a performance, but I am gonna show you guys how you can achieve this nonetheless. So what you do is you have them place it back in the middle and show it to them one more time, and then you are going to do the double undercut that I've kind of taught on this channel. So now their card is on top. And what you do when you're doing, at least for this effect, I like saying this. You have them select the card, you get it, you switch to the thumb break, but all while you're doing that, you say, okay, we're going to lose your card somewhere in the middle. And it just seems like you've, just cut it into a random spot when you've just controlled it to the top. So you say, okay, we're going to cut it somewhere into the middle. And then what I'd like to do after that is do the false cut like this, and then you can do a tabletop version, assuming you have a tabletop, where you swing cut over and you bring this over and put this back on top, and it controls, or it keeps the card on top. So once again, for the tabletop one, swing cut over, bring this over like this, and lay it down. And in fast motion, it looks like you're cutting the cards. Once you've done that, you're good. You're going to turn the deck face up, and you say, I'm going to look through the cards. Make sure you don't have them look at the deck, but because you're going to hold it towards you as you look through. And you say, I'm going to try to read your face and read your mind. And so you go through. You do not want to go straight to the top. Go through, you just keep looking up at them. And I am looking up, even though you guys can't see that on the camera. And I'll go and show you the exposed view. So once you get to the top, you instantly know what their card is. And again, you don't want to just immediately get to the top. You do a slow revelation type thing until you get to the top, and you see that it's the Nine of Spades in this case. And then you can say, cut the cards, maybe offer for the spectator to shuffle if they want, and then you say, okay, I think I know what your card is, I'm going to write it down. So you take your Sharpie and your billet, and you typically hold it towards yourself, but you just write whatever they say. So 9, or whatever their card of. 9 of Spades. Put it face down, and again you're writing that, holding it towards yourself. You put it face down onto the table. Maybe you pick the deck back up and look through again just for fun. But you don't have to do that. You can start out by doing what a lot of mentalists like to do, where you look at them and you say, okay, it's 50-50. And you always want to start out with the wrong color. So you say your card is 50-50. Your card is either red or it's black. And I guarantee, even though you know what the card is, you're still going to see one of 3 reactions from the spectator. They are either going to have a slight smile on their face, they're going to nod as you say black, or they're just going to plain follow your hand as you say black. So you say reds or blacks, and they're going to do one of those three things. So you say based on your facial reactions and stuff, I'm guessing it's a black card. So then once you get confirmation, you then separate the suits, and again you go with opposite suits. It's either clubs or spades. You have your prediction, but you're playing this off as if you're still trying to figure it out. Spades, and then after that you just tell them, okay, what is the card that you picked and selected and are thinking of? They say the nine of spades. You turn it over. You have a mind freak, mind blown, and they just don't know how you did it. Now, because they got to shuffle at the beginning. That's what's great about this. So we'll go ahead and use the nine of spades again, and I'll go over this one more time. So there's the nine of spades. You put it back into the middle. You do the double undercut to control their card at the top. You do the two false cuts, and then you slowly go through as you keep looking up at them, acting like you're reading their minds. And then even if you're like right here, you can just start acting like, okay, I think I know where your card is, but let me finish going through here. You see the nine of spades on top. Give the cards a cut. Offer for a shuffle. Go about your business doing the whole, opposite color, red or black. They'll do the one of the reactions. Then you say, okay, we have clubs or spades. Ask them what the card they're thinking of. You have a bona fide miracle. Right pair. You can do it anytime with a borrowed deck of cards. And this will hit, I guarantee you, that people will think that you are actually reading their minds. Yeah, that's it for this mentalism effect. Hope you guys use it and have fun with it and go out and predict the spectators' cards. I will add one more thing before ending this video. If you wanted to then control their card at the bottom, do the gambler's cop. Hand the deck to them to shuffle. They hand it back to you. You deposit it right back on top, or right. You put the deck right back on top of their card. Shuffle it back to the top, and then you go through and do that. You can that way. It seems a lot more fair. Either way, even if you don't do it like that, have fun with it. It'll blow some minds, and people will think that you are actually reading their minds. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and please subscribe. It all helps me out so much so that I know I can continue doing this for as long as you guys want to see this. So make sure to check the video on the end screen. I will see you guys over in that video. And I'll see you next time.